My name is Christian with Ace Appliance out of Toledo, Ohio. Welcome back to another in-home diagnostic video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com. So today we're working on a side-by-side Whirlpool refrigerator here. The freezer is the left side, the refrigerator is the right side. The customer's complaint is it is not cooling. It's completely thawed out in the freezer, it's not cool at all. So one of the things we need to do is find out what is going on. I hear some constant clicking probably every 3 to 5 minutes. That's the overload on the compressor clicking, trying to start the compressor's not starting. So right off the back, I know that the compressor isn't starting. We need to go back there and test a few things to see what exactly failed. So this is the compressor here. Like I said, every 3 to 5 minutes it's making that clicking noise. It's coming from the overload. It's just switching off. It's getting too hot. So we want to test the compressor. First thing we're going to do is unplug the unit here. There is a spring clamp that holds the start device onto the compressor itself. So you want to go ahead and remove that spring clamp. Once you've done so, you can go ahead and remove the start device itself. You can just wiggle it a little bit until it comes off. The overload and relay, which is the start component, is bad for sure. You can hear the relay, it's broken inside. The relay itself actually sucks to the compressor here when I try to take it off. Like I said, the overload actually came off the device here, and we need to take it off the compressor so we can test the compressor itself. So here is the old start device. I'm going to go ahead and remove it altogether to get it out the way. And I'm going to test the compressor here just to make sure the compressor is okay. So the compressor did ohm out correctly. There's 3 windings to the compressor: the start, the run, and the common. What you want to do is, off 2 windings, you'll get, let's say, a 4 and then a 7, or a 4 and a 7, a 4 on one winding, then a 7 ohm on the other. So those 2 are gonna, when you add those together, it's 11. That's what you're gonna get on the common winding. So that's what I got. The compressor's fine itself. The start component for the compressor needs to be replaced. So what we're gonna be doing here is replacing the start component for the compressor. Start components come in many different sizes. You can see this, the old one here, and this the new one that we're replacing. So one thing that the new one does not come with is the run capacitor. You want to go ahead and make sure you install that into the new one. What that does is it drops the draw that the compressor pulls. So in other words, it'll just pull less amperage than if it's not on there. To install the new one, we do have to splice the wires. So you want to go ahead and cut the wires off. Go ahead and strip them back. Now once you have the wire nuts on there, you either have to use electrical tape, or what I've been doing lately is using silicone to make sure no dust or anything gets in the nut itself. Once you've done that, you want to go ahead and wire the new start component to the compressor itself. Now make sure you wire it correctly. It comes with a diagram on the component itself or on the sheet that comes with the component. If you don't wire it correctly, it will not start. So once you have it wired up to the incoming voltage, you want to go ahead and wire it up to the compressor itself. Make sure you wire it correctly. If you wire it incorrectly, it will not start the compressor. It comes with a little wire diagram on the new start device itself or the packaging. So once you've attached the wires to the compressor itself, you can go ahead and make sure everything else is in there. Hook up the new start device to the actual relay. Now whenever you install a new start device, what I like to do is hook up my amp meter to the run winding. This will tell me how many amps the compressor is drawing. You can see it's pulling, you can see it's pulling 1.2 amps, which is really good. It's not using too much energy when it's on. And once it stabilizes, it'll probably get down to about an amp. It's at 0.9, which is pretty much 1 amp right now. So that'll have us all set. Okay, so there's a couple 1/4" screws that hold this back panel onto the refrigerator. I'm going to go ahead and put it back on there once you've completed the job. This is just a noise dampener. It'll dampen the noise that the compressor makes. It'll also keep the heat trapped inside underneath the refrigerator to help evaporate the water from the drip pan when it goes into the defrost cycle. So once you've done that, you have successfully replaced the start component on a Whirlpool side-by-side refrigerator. Thank you for watching another quality video brought to you by ApplianceVideo.com.